समाज भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय, अनंत कोटि वैष्णववृंद की जय, नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय, प्रेम से गौर श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद से अद्वैत गदाधर शिवास आदि गौर भक्तवृंद की जय, श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गौ गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिवर्धन की जय, वृंदावन धाम की जय, नवद्वीप धाम की जय, स्वामी तो भक्तवृंद की जय, गंगा माई की जय, जमुना माई की जय, तुलसी देवी की जय, भक्ति देवी की जय, स्वामी तो भक्तवृंद की जय। All glories to the assembled Lord. All glories to the assembled. Thank you very much.
Om.
Hare Krishna. So the following is a class in the Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, chapter 5, verse 35, given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, delivered on August 16th, 1974, recorded in Vrindavan. So that's canto 1, chapter 5, verse 35.
Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Yat Atra Kriyate Karma Bhagavat Paritoshanam Jnanam Yat Tat Adhinam Hi Bhakti Yoga Samanvitam Yadatra Kriyate Karma Bhagavat Paritoshanam Jnanam Yattadhinam Hi Bhakti Yoga Samanvitam Yadatra Kriyate Karma Bhagavat Paritoshanam Jnanam Yattadhinam Hi Bhakti Yoga Samanvitam Yadatra Kriyate Karma Bhagavat Paritoshanam Jnanam Yattadhinam Hi Bhakti Yoga Samanvitam Whatever Atra in this life or world Kriyate does perform Karma work Bhagavat unto the personality of Godhead Paritoshanam satisfaction of Jnanam knowledge Yat Tat what is so called Adhinam dependent He certainly Bhakti Yoga devotional Samanvidam dovetailed with Bhakti Yoga. Translation. Whatever work is done here in this life for the satisfaction of the mission of the Lord is called Bhakti Yoga, or transcendental loving service of the Lord, and what is called knowledge becomes a concomitant factor.
Jadatta kriyate karma Bhagavat Paritoshanam Jnanam Jattat Adhinam Hi Bhakti Yoga Samannidam. A similar passage is there. Samsiddhi Haritoshanam Atha Punvi Dijasreshta Varnasama Vibhaga Atha Punvi Dijasreshta Varnasama Vibhaga Sanishtitasya Dharmasya Samsiddhi Haritoshanam. Similar Bhagavat Paritoshanam. Bhagavat Paritoshanam or Paritoshanam, the same thing. So, first of all we must know what is Bhagavat or Hari. Then we may try to satisfy. Unfortunately, we do not know what is God. Where is the question of satisfying Him? This is it. At the present moment, vague idea. What is God? Practically, no idea. What is that God? God is good. Sometimes they say God is great. But what is that God? How great He is? How He is good? Nobody knows. So, where is the question of Haritoshanam? If I do not know, somebody says that you go and satisfy Mr. such and such, Mr. John. But I do not know who is Mr. John, where does he live, what does he do, then how can I satisfy him? This is the position. So, Paritoshanam or Bhagavat Paritoshanam can be possible when you actually know what is God. Otherwise there is no question. So far we are concerned, Krishna conscious devotees, we know who is God. Therefore, this business is possible by us, not by others. We know what is God. We have no vague idea. We know who is God, where does He live, what does He do, His name, address, His father's name, everything we know. Therefore we can satisfy. We are competent to satisfy because we know exactly who is God. That is Krishna. Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. How do you know that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead? Yes, by history, by authority, by his action, everything, complete. You know, from historical point of view, Krishna is there in the Mahabharata. Mahabharata means the history of great India. Maha means great. Greater India. Greater India, this is history, itihas. Itihas means history. So, there is Krishna in the itihas, in the history. In the Vedas also, there is the name of Krishna. In the Yajurveda, there is the name of Krishna and his father's name, Vasudev, everything is there. And besides that, Krishna appeared as he is 5,000 years ago, and he acted as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, where is the difficulty to understand Krishna? Aishajyasya samagrasya bijyasya jasasya sriya. Everything complete. Krishna, the richest personality, the most beautiful personality, the most wise. He has given the Bhagavad Gita. Apart from other instruction, the Bhagavad Gita is there. Who has given such wise instruction throughout the whole world, throughout the whole universe? Nobody has given. God means the wisest, the richest, the most powerful, the most beautiful. So, you are so beautiful that 16,108 very, very beautiful women, and this is married and unmarried many millions. They were attracted by Krishna, the most beautiful. Shama Sundar, his name is Sundar, very beautiful. Although Shama, blackish, still he is so attractive. Kandarpa koti kamaniya vishesha shobham. Kandarpa koti is so beautiful that he can surpass in his beauty the cupids, millions and millions of cupids. His name is Madan Mohan. Madan Mohan, Madan is Cupid. Cupid enchants everyone, but he is enchanted by Krishna. That's what his name is, Madan. So, Bhagavat Tusanam, we must know first of all who is God, who is Bhagavan. So Shastra says, authority says, and history says, what more proof we want? What more proof? Is there anyone to challenge Krishna? Everything is there. Still, why you are searching after God? This is foolishness. This is foolishness. Owl's philosophy. Owl's philosophy, the owl will not open the eyes to see the sun. Just open your eyes, you see this here is sun. No, there is no sun. This is owl's philosophy. Close the eyes, meditate, and the God is here. No, I will not open my eyes. So, we do not follow this philosophy, owl's philosophy. We follow real philosophy. What is the real philosophy? Suti Pramanam. Evidence from the Vedas. History, Aitijya Praman, history. And Anuman Praman. There are many, Pratyaksha, Anuman, Aitijya. So out of that, there are so many evidential processes. But according to followers of the Vedic principle, their process is Shruti Pramanam. Shruti Pramanam means if it is mentioned in the Vedas, Upanishad, then it is Pramanam. Shruti Pramanam. So, Vedas, there are 4 Vedas and 108 Upanishads, And then 18 Puranas, then is Mahabharata. So all these are Vedic literatures. Srimad Madhyacharya describes them. These are Vedic literature. Not only the four Vedas, Sam, Yajur, Atharva, but expansion of Vedas. Puranas, they are also Vedas. So in the Purana, in the history, in the Vedas, by the authorities, just like Brahma, the best authority, because he is the first living being created within the universe. Adi Purush, not Adi Purush, Adi Kavi. Adi Purush is Krishna. And Brahma is Adi Kavi, the original learned scholar. So, our theory of creation means, first of all, Brahma is created. The Brahma is called Adi Kavi. Tini Brahma Rida, that Adi Kavi. Adi Kavi means Brahma. So Brahma's knowledge, what does he say? Brahma says, Govindam Adi Purusham Tamam Bhaya. Brahma says, Govindam, Krishna. Chintamani prakara sadmasu kalpa vrikkala khabhriteshu surabhi abhipalayantam. He is giving description about Krishna in the Brahma Samhita. And the description of Krishna is above. Chintamani prakara sadmasu kalpa vrikkala khabhriteshu surabhi abhipalayantam. Everything is there. This is authority, Shruti. Krishna is very much fond of tending cows. Surabhi Ravipalan. Chintamani Prakara Sadmusu. He has got his abode, Golok Vrindavan, where the residential houses are made of Chintamani, touchstone. Touchstone, we have heard the description, touchstone means the stone which you touch to the iron and the iron becomes gold. So such touchstone, they are used as brick. Chintamani prakara sadmasu kalpa vrikkala kha. And kalpa vrikha. This is Krishna's abode. They are not like this. They are all spiritual. Here everything is material, but there is spiritual touch. That spiritual touch we are describing in the Bhagavad Gita. Bijoham sarvabhutana. Without spiritual touch, there is no question of material manifestation. That is not possible. This body, your body, my body, this is material, everyone knows. It is made of earth, air, water, fire, like that. But how it is manifested? How the beautiful body is manifested? Because there is spiritual touch. The spirit soul is there. Dehinasmin jatha dehi kaumara jovananjara. Tatha. This external body is changing, but it is forming on account of that spiritual touch. That spiritual touch means Krishna. Bijoham sarvabhutana. So, therefore, the origin of everything is Krishna. Just like the origin of a big tree is the root. Similarly, Krishna is the Adi Purusham, Govindam Adi Purusham, Sarva Karana Karanam. Just like in the tree, there are trunks, branches, twigs, sub-branches, leaves, flowers, so many things. But the cause is the root. So here it is said that Paritoshanam, Bhagavat Paritoshanam, the root must be satisfied. If you want to maintain the tree, then the root or the original cause of the tree should be satisfied. Then everything is satisfied. So, here in this material world, they are trying to be happy, but they do not know how to become happy. They are put into the ocean of nescience, maybe very expert swimmer, but simply swimming will not save you. You must know how to save. So, here it is said, Jadatra kriyate karma. Everyone is doing something. Vaidiki, Laukiki, Va. There are two kinds of karmas. Vaidiki means according to the Vedic rituals, performance of big sacrifices and so many other. That is called Vaidiki. And Laukiki, just like we have got good experience nowadays, there are so many activities, factories, meals, and scientific research work, so many. This is Laukiki. So, Krishna does not say here, the Sutta Goswami does not say that simply by Vaidiki activities, big ritualistic ceremonies, you can be happy. You can be happy even by Laukiki. Laukiki meaning these material activities. Generally people understand big factories nowadays, or agriculture or anything. There are Laukiki. For maintenance, Laukiki means for maintenance of the body. So, Narad Muni recommends that Jadatra, anything you are doing, kriyate. Atra means in this material world. Atra. Jadatra kriyate karma. Bhagavat Paritoshanam. It doesn't matter that you do not understand these Vedic rituals, but you want to develop the economic position of your country by industrial enterprises. Yes, that is also good. That is also good. How? Bhagavat Paritoshanam. If it is conducted for the satisfaction of Krishna, then it is good. So our Krishna consciousness movement does not say you stop anything. No. Whatever you have got liking, you can do. But Bhagavat Paritoshanam, by your work, you try to satisfy Krishna. This is our purpose. We do not say negative, stop. No. And it is confirmed in the Shastras, Atapungvi Dijasya. Generally, according to Vedic principle, there are 4 divisions of karma. Varnashrama, not 4, 8 divisions, according to Varna and Ashrama. Atapungvi Dijasya Varnashrama Vibhava. The division of work must be there. Otherwise the society cannot go on very nicely. If everyone is Brahmana, not interested in anything material, or simply because it is after all material world, if everyone becomes Brahmana, then it will not go. There must be others. Kshatriyas mean the statesman, protector, politician, diplomat, Kshatriyas. And there must be Vaishyas also, productive class of men. They must produce economic development, that is also required. Otherwise how human society will go on? Not only intelligent class of men, the protector class of men, the productive class of men and the worker class of men. Suppose we are constructing this temple. If we devotees remain Hare Krishna, then who will construct this temple? Everything is required. We do not say this, stop this or stop that. No. So that division, different division is scientifically made in the Vedic conception of life, Varna, Ashrama, 4 Varnas and 4 Ashramas. Ashrama for spiritual advancement and Varnas for material advancement. So we want both of them, because our life is combination of spirit and matter. So it is not that to make the best use of a bad bargain. Suppose you have got a car, it is not very good car. It's not American car, but ambassador. Thrice breaks, but you have to utilize it. Bad bargain. Similarly, somewhere or other we have got this material body, we cannot neglect it. We don't say the neglect, don't care for the body. No. Why? That is the instruction of the Goswamis. Anasaktasya vishana jatharam mukajanjata. Don't be attached to the bodily demands. Bodily demand means eating, sleeping, sex life and defending. These are bodily demands. So if we say that I am not this body, so I don't care for this eating, sleeping, no. That is not. It is not Vairag. This kind of renunciation is not recommended by our Krishna consciousness movement. Krishna consciousness movement, the Goswamis recommend anasaktasya vishaya. You do not be attached to the demands of the body, but you utilize it for advancing in Krishna consciousness. Eating is required. If you don't eat nicely, then body cannot be maintained. But anasaktasya vishaya jatara. Eating is required, but not eating too much. Not eating to the taste of the tongue. Unnecessarily eating meat, fish, eggs. Why? You are human being. For you, Krishna has given so much varieties of food stuff, fruits, vegetables, nice rice, dal, milk, ghee. Why should you go to the meat eating? This is required. Eat like human beings, not like cats and dogs. But eating is not prohibited. That is not our theory. Don't eat like cats and dogs, but eat like human beings. Similarly, sleeping also. Sleep, you require some rest, but don't sleep 26 hours. Not less. At most 6 hours to 8 hours, sufficient for any healthy man. Even the doctor says if anyone sleeps more than 8 hours, he is diseased. He must be weak. Healthy man sleeps at a stretch 6 hours, that is sufficient. That's all. And those who are tapasvi, they should reduce sleeping also. Just like the Goswamis did. Only 1.5 hours, or at most 2 hours. That also sometimes no. Actually, we should reduce this. Nidrahara viharakadi vijito. This is Goswami. Goswami does not mean Godas. Go means senses. And Das means servant. If we keep the title Goswami and become servant of the senses, it is cheating. You must be Goswami. Means you must be master of the senses. Self-control. So what the Goswamis did, Nidrahar viharakadi vidito chattantav dhinam chayu. Very humble. And Nidra means sleeping, ahara means eating, and vihara means sense enjoyment, vijito, the conquered one. So our process is to follow the Goswami. Ei chhai Gosai jar tar muni das. So we should try to follow the Goswami. We should keep in view what they did. They used to, I will say, pass their time in Krishnat Kirtana Gana Nattana Paro. Krishnat Kirtana Gana Nattana Paro Premamritam Nidhi Dhira Dhira Jana Priyo. Dhira, there are two classes are men in the world. Dhira and Adhura. Adhira. Dhira means saintly person, sober, those who have control their senses, Goswami, and Adhira, just the opposite. So, these Goswamis, 6 Goswamis, they are popular to the both classes of men, Dhira and Adhira. Their character was so sublime, nice, that even in this Vrindavan, when Sanatana Goswami is there, the village men, they would accept Sanatana Goswami as the leader of the village. Actually they are leader, but to pose himself as leader but cannot control others. Gaya mane na apni mor. Not like that. You must be to lead them. So although Sanatana Goswami was interested in Krishna's Kirtana Gana Nattana Paro, he was not disinterested with others who are not devotees. They are also interested. Not interested, but sympathetic. They are not interested in material, but then ordinary householders, they would fight, husband and wife, and come to Sanatana Goswami for settlement, and whatever Sanatana Goswami will give judgment, they will accept. They will accept. Because they are very popular, Goswamis, and they are staying sometimes here, sometimes there, sometimes Radhakundu, sometimes. They are not staying in one place. So, our this Krishna consciousness movement, its only aim is how to satisfy Krishna. Method, that is intelligence. What method we should accept so that our this process of the propaganda of Krishna consciousness may go on very nice. The process should be only to satisfy. Krishna, Haritosana. That is the recommended Vedic process. Atapam vidijasreshta varnasrama vibhagasa sanusthitasya dharmasya samsiddhi Haritosana. Samsiddhi means perfection. So perfection, if you want perfection of our activity, then you should try to satisfy by our activity the Supreme Personality of God. You may say that I do not see Supreme Personality of Godhead face to face. How I shall be able to know that I am satisfying or dissatisfying him? That you can know through your spiritual master. It is not very difficult. If your spiritual master is satisfied, then you should know that Krishna is satisfied. Jasya prasadat bhagavati. There is no difficulty. Jasya prasadat navati kutopi. You cannot satisfy Krishna by dissatisfying your spiritual master. That is not possible. That is not possible. You must satisfy. Jasya prasadat bhagavat prasadat. Do not take the excuse that I do not know God, I do not meet Him, how I shall know that I have satisfied Him or dissatisfied Him? Shastra says yes, it doesn't matter. Therefore it is called parampara. Parampara. As you receive the knowledge from Krishna, from Arjuna, and from Narada, from Brahma, like that, come down to a spiritual master. Similarly, as you receive the knowledge step by step, one after another, similarly you satisfy also the Supreme Personality of Godhead from this state, this state, this state, this state. This is the process. Just try to come down step by step by step by step. Similarly go up step by step by step by step. So this is the process. Bhagavat Tosanam or Haritosanam, also this way, and to receive the knowledge from Bhagavan, that is also parampara system. The parampara system must be maintained, and if it is done nicely, then as it is stated here, Jagatra kriyate, whatever you do, that is for your perfection. If you keep this parampara system, and if you try to satisfy the Supreme Personality of Godhead, then whatever you do, that is perfect. It doesn't matter. The test is whether Krishna is satisfied, whether your spiritual master is satisfied. Then you are perfect. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna. Om Jnanatimyandasya Gananjana Salakaya Chakshurun Militanyena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutaye Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namane Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharne Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Prastyatya Desatarne Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So thank you. Today's class was 1535. So excuse me, I have a bit of a bad throat today, but we'll continue. So the translation was, whatever work is done here in this life for the satisfaction, for the mission of the Lord is called Bhakti Yoga, or transcendental loving service of the Lord, and what is called knowledge becomes a concomitant factor. So the verse today was Yad atra kriyate karma bhagavat paritrosanam ganam yat tad adinam hi bhakti yoga samanvitam. So if you can remember, what does Srila Prabhupada say at the beginning? He talks about, first of all, we have to know what is Bhagavat, or what is Hari. So, what point does Srila Prabhupada make here in this connection? Yes. Yes, exactly. Yes, that he mentions that they say that God is great, God is wonderful, but what's the it's good, but what's the use in terms of if we don't know who God is or what God is, and then how can we actually satisfy God? So, and there's one word which Srila Prabhupada uses, which is mentioned in the Shastra, if you can recall a particular word. In connect. That's later, but in connection with trying to satisfy Krishna, it is a particular word. Yes, yeah. So yes, pleasing, Lord Hari. So how do you know that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead? So Srila Prabhupada, he says yes, by history, by authority, by his action, everything complete. We know from historical point of view, Krishna is there in the Mahabharata. Mahabharata means the history of great India. So, and then he also talks about the actual, in the Yagyur Veda. So, can you tell me what is mentioned in the Yagyur Veda? Yes, exactly, yes. So Krishna's name, his father's name, everything is there. And yes, and besides that, in terms of Krishna's history and everything, say Krishna appeared 5,000 years ago. So Srila Prabhupada goes on to mention about Krishna, about his opulences, that Krishna, the richest personality, the most beautiful personality, the most wise, he has given the Bhagavad Gita. Apart from other instructions, the Bhagavad Gita is there. Who has given such wise instruction throughout the whole world, throughout the whole universe? Nobody has given. We must know first of all who is God, who is Bhagavan. So Shastra says, authority says, and history says. So everything is there. Still, why are you searching after God? This is foolishness. This is foolishness. So Srila Prabhupada gives an example, an analogy about this, if you can recall. Yes, Srinivas.
The owl, right?
Yes.
Some people are like that.
Yes.
Some people like the owl. They don't want to open their eyes when the sun is there.
Yes, exactly. The owl will hide from the sun. It will close its eyes, so the sun is always there, but The owl prefers to stay in the darkness. Yeah. So, and there's one thing about from the Vedas. So, what are the Vedas known as in terms of knowledge? What is the word used in terms of the knowledge we get from the Vedas? The authoritative knowledge. There's a specific Sanskrit term.
Vigyan? No.
Shruti Pranam.
Shruti.
Pramanam. So Shruti Pramanam. So Vedas, there are 4 Vedas and 108 Upanishads, and then 18 Puranas, then this Mahabharata. So Srila Prabhupada also mentions about the difference between the body and the soul and the material world and so on. So he talks about, he mentions about the touchstone. So this is like that turns iron into gold. So the spiritual touch means Krishna. Bijoham Savrabhutanam. So therefore the origin of everything is Krishna. Just like the origin of a big tree is the root. Similarly, Krishna is the Adi Purusham. And Srila Prabhupada mentions 2 specific words. If you can recall, one means about Vedic rituals and the other means material activities. Begins with a V and an L. So Vediki means, according to the Vedic rituals, performance of big sacrifices and so many other. That is called Vediki. And Lokiki means these material activities. Generally, people understand big factories nowadays, or agriculture or anything. They are Lokiki. Lokiki means for maintenance of the body. So our Krishna conscious movement does not say you stop anything. No, whatever you have got liking, you can do. But Bhagavat Paritoshanam. So Srila Prabhupada, he talks about, if you can remember what the system is that he speaks about. Yes, Varnashram Dharma. And he mentions that if everyone is a Brahmana, not interested in anything material, or simply because after all, the material world, if everyone becomes a Brahmana, it will not go. So he says that there has to be others, naturally, to keep balance in the material world. So this is the system of Varnashram. If you can recall, what categories did Srila Prabhupada mention? He mentioned 8. What divisions did he mention? 8 divisions. Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Brahmachari.
Yeah.
So these 4 ashrams, and then the varnas, which are Shudra, Vaishya, Kshatriya, and Brahmana.
Yes. Yeah. So the varnas are Sudra, Vaishya, Kshatriya, Sannyas, and then it's Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprast, and Sannyas. Sorry. So Srila Prabhupada makes a point that we need both the material division and the spiritual division, so to have that balance in society. So Srila Prabhupada goes on to mention about eating. So what point does Srila Prabhupada make about eating? Yes, yeah. It says only as much as required. He says eat like a human being, not like cats and dogs. And then Srila Prabhupada also mentions about sleeping. So can you recall what he mentions about sleeping in this particular lecture?
Not more than 8 hours.
Yes, yeah, definitely not more than 8 hours. But he mentions as well, how much does he mention that is sufficient?
6 hours.
Yes, 6 hours is sufficient. And he says, even the doctor says that if one sleeps 8 hours or more, that they're diseased. Yeah. and Srila Prabhupada mentions about the 6 Goswamis, and so these are the tapasvis, so performing austerities, and he mentions that they would sleep over maybe maybe 2 hours max, under 2 hours, and so he says that basically that we should be like these Goswamis. We should try and reduce, but we have to be not artificial, but to be more natural. So I have a question that if the 6 Goswamis were tapasis, and if they were more into bhajan and writing and things, do we need to take more rest because we're doing active physical service? So I wonder if, is this ever going to be practical for us to reduce sleep, or, if we're engaged in service? Yeah, and so if you have any opinion.
My idea is that one should take enough rest because of doing menial work, service.
Yes.
Obviously, if we cut down on menial service, then we don't require so much sleep.
Yes, exactly.
And also in older age we become less active.
Yes.
So yes, obviously that's less sleep also.
Yes.
So that's what I have to say.
Yes. Thank you, Boo. Yes.
I think it's the context as well of who the Goswamis are, eternally liberated. I think that the context by which they came is to show how a human being should live, or how Vaishnavas should live. So reducing what we're eating, reducing the amount that we sleep, being very personable, being austere, and then also having a single-minded focus in our bhajan. I think just generally when people are single-minded in their bhajan, they're so connected to the Lord, they don't need to eat or sleep as much anyway.
It is. Thank you, Charlie. And just to say one thing that comes to mind for me is in ISKCON, Sri Prabhupada said is the first saint in ISKCON is Jayananda Prabhu, and I think there was one incident when he was asleep in class, and Sri Prabhupada says, leave him, he works hard. And also, he used to eat, he used to take a good sufficient amount of prasadam also. So, he was a hard worker, and he had to, Sri Prabhupada was very pleased with that. Yeah. And thank you for your point also that the 6 Goswamis they were going beyond the bounds of material capabilities also, so they were exceptional in that regard also. Sorry, so it's just gone over time now, so we're going to have to end today's discussion. So thank you very much. Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Shri Prabhupada ki, all glories to assembled devotees. Hare Krishna.